Alrighty. Welcome back to this game thing. Last time we did a thing, and this time we're gonna do more things. The last thing on the thing list. Though it's probably not gonna be the last chapter of the game. I assume. Prepare for shitty accents. I say, what a smashing vessel. It's much more luxurious than I imagined. And I don't even have my own kennel. So this is the Thamatanic. She's stunning, isn't she? I can't quite believe we'll be sailing on her. I was picturing something much less grand. After all, it's described as an affordable yet luxury cruise ship. Last time was the dude that dressed up as Batman. What's an affordable yet luxury ship when it's at home? I heard it was supposed to be a small cruise ship that the average member of the public could afford to enjoy. This small? Certainly doesn't look small, does it? Gosh, just imagine what the inside is going to be like. I never dreamt I'd travel on a ship like this. No, nor do I, and we certainly wouldn't be if it wasn't for Madame Dublé giving us the tickets. I'm so excited about the party too. Cruising down the Thames, hobnobbing with London's elite. The ticket says, in celebration of the maiden voyage of the Thamatanic. It's all very fancy, isn't it? Maybe old Double Chin isn't really fat at all. Maybe it's all money stuffed up her dress. I mean, 3 tickets on a cruise like this must have cost a small fortune. Definitely, and she even arranged it so that you could come too, Cheryl. Dogs aren't usually allowed on board. As a fellow pet lover, she obviously threw her weight around a little for us.
I got Mario and Luigi Dream Team game for 3DS recently for under €10.
Oh, nice.
A new
Good job.
copy even. I'm thinking that, once I finish it, I'll send it to you to play and stream. It's very light-hearted and quite easy with some funny moments with optional extra difficulty challenge things to do.
Yeah, the Mario and Luigi games are generally considered to be very good. I got the, like, I have Bowser's Inside Story, but I stopped playing that at some point. I don't know, it was just during an inconvenient time and I lost interest. But sure, if you send me that through, like, in a letter in the mail, I'll play it. At some point. Can't promise when, but at some point. Well, I owe her a lick for saving me from boredom at the office. I just hope it isn't too rough. Now, nurse, you did bring all the luggage, didn't you? Oh yes, miss. I just entrusted it to a deckhand a little while ago. He said it would be taken to our cabins later. I must say, your case was particularly heavy. Miss Layton, whatever did you pack? Oh, was it really that heavy? I only put in the essentials. Gosh, I didn't realize essentials could weigh so much. He's probably got a kitchen sink in there, Pinstripes. Cat, what dickens are you doing here? Ah, good evening, Inspector Hastings. Have you been invited on the maiden voyage as well? Yeah, by Dublé. Said it was a thank you for all the hard work I've put in to help her at times. Couldn't very well refuse, could I? Ah, Madame invited us as well. Thank heavens for that. I was starting to wonder who I could talk to. Suppose the rest of the guests will be all millionaires. I don't know. The Thamatanic is supposed to be an affordable yet luxury cruise ship accessible to all. Pah! Yeah, looks highly accessible. These well-to-do lot don't know what's normal sometimes. It is an incredible vessel, isn't it? There seems to be an awful lot of crew members as well as guests. I think a vessel of this size requires a considerable crew, miss. They certainly seem to be very busy, don't they? Get those trunks on board! What does it look like I'm doing, eh? Looks like you're dragging your feet, sailor. Faster, man, faster! Alright. We'll be weighing an anchor soon. We've got to get everything on board. Poor people, they're rushed off their feet. Huh? What is it, Cat? Isn't that Emiliana over there? Oh yes, so it is. I think she's seen us too, look. Good evening, Inspector. Ah, fuck. Catriel, Ernest. Oh, and I see you've brought your pet along with you. Good evening, Emiliana. Have you been invited to the party on the Thamatanic too? Yes, I have. You're not coming, are you? Yes, we are. Madame Dublé invited us. Oh. Yeah, it was her who invited me
Good
too.
evening, Catrielle.
I was hoping to be able to relax and enjoy the cruise. Not much a chance of that happening with you on board. Don't be like that. Let's enjoy it together. Oh, miss, it looks like you're ready to embark. What the fuck? Why is his mouth like 3 kilometers away from his mustache? It's weird. I do apologize for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. However, we are now ready to begin boarding the vessel. Mind your step as you walk up the gangplank and enjoy the cruise. Gangplank? I'm sorry. This is so exciting. Come along, on we go. Wait for us, miss. Fuck. Hey, don't forget your pet. It's much larger inside than I expected. I wonder where our cabins are. I think our cabin numbers are printed on the tickets.
Are you gonna laugh at semen too?
I just did. Fuck. Oh really, let's see. Oh yes, here it is. Looks like I'm in the standard class deluxe. What? I'm in standard class deluxe though. Oh yes, so you are, and our cabin number is the same too. So, cabiny, it looks like we're sharing for the night. Madame Dublé has a lot to answer for.
I am confused. What is so funny?
It's innuendo. Don't worry about it. I just seem to be in regular standard class. Cabin number, same as me, sunshine. Looks like we'll be bunking up together. Well, I think our cabin is down this way, miss. So we'll meet up again later, shall we? Alright, Ernest. See you later. So, Emiliana, shall we? This is going to be fun. I don't think so, Cheryl. Your cabin is the other way. Huh? You may be a dog, but you still can't share a cabin with us ladies. It's not what a gentlewoman does. I knew that. I was just confused. Pinstripes, wait for me. So, the deluxe accommodation appears to be this way. So this is Standard Class Deluxe. It's quite a large cabin actually, isn't it? What look?
Is there going to be a murder on board the ship?
Disere Mizmeova Pasolini.
Of course there's going to be a murder on the fucking ship. What do you expect? It's certainly better than I was expecting. Oh good, my suitcase is here already, I see. Though I kind of expected to like first be thought a murder and then it wasn't a murder at all and just some dude hiding in the engine room or some stupid shit like that. Because this game is made for kids. Or at least that's the impression I get. Oh good, my suitcase is here already, I see. Isn't it a little overstuffed? What have you got in there, Catriel? The detective's bag is always full. I have many important things to take around with me, even for one night. That's too much for one night, surely. You could manage it for a week with a suitcase that full. I don't think so. I already whittled it down to the bare minimum. Anyway, let's not waste any more time talking about luggage. We should be out on deck enjoying the cruise. Well, I agree with that. So, too much time in here could be trying. Shall we go and ask Ernest and Inspector Hastings if they want to join us? Yes, alright. We'll go and find their cabin in standard class.
Monami.
By the way, that's the kind of difference that I, like, in between streams, I sort of figured out what makes this game so different from the other entries. And I think the crux is that this game is much more designed for kids. Like, all the cases we've had so far had very, like, simple themes without much drama or much at stake. And everything was resolved in a way that was not weighty in any way. Like, it didn't pull its weight around much. Whereas in the other games, there was certainly a lot of tension and also much more serious themes going on. So I think that's what the primary differences in these games, and I don't know, it's just not really the same thing for me. Hello, Ernest. You and the inspector are all settled in, I hope. So, this is regular stoner class, is it? Yeah. Oh, hello again, miss. Is there something wrong with our cabin? You keep peering around. Oh no,
I
it's
thought
just...
Layton was always for babes.
It's never been like fucking a serious kind of deal, but the other games are definitely not as simplistic as this one. I mean, you've seen the fucking Ace Attorney versus Layton thingy, and I'm sure you can agree with me that that was much different in theme than this. Oh no, it's just, well, it seems a little basic compared to ours is all. Really? Yes, more than a few rungs down on the ladder of luxury, I'd say. If our cabin was the Ritz, yours would be, say... No, don't say it, miss, please. I think I'd rather not know. We're both in standard class. It can't be that different. This cabin's pretty fancy, if you ask me. I agree. I think it's a splendid cabin. A roof to keep the rain out, walls to keep the wind out, and a door to keep the noise out. What's the problem, eh? Gosh, when you put it like that, I feel rather small for letting a thing like this ruffle my feathers at all. So you should, sunshine. Who gives a monkey's fuck what the room looks like as you can sleep in it? Get your priorities right. Yes, Inspector. Like, I think, like, the most obvious difference in overall feel is that all of the Layton games have sort of much darker, sort of noir-themed stuff around them. Like, they often deal with underground caverns or lost cities or mysterious places and stuff. And this is just like happy, chipper London stuff. Sound advice, Ernest. You really shouldn't let this cramped little cabin get you down. Who was it that brought it up again? Anyway, Emiliana and I were wondering if you'd like to join us on deck. Rather. I'm dying to see what it's like up there. Excellent. When are we waiting for them? I'm actually wondering if they changed the writing staff for this game. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. With cloudless skies above us, we have a perfect night for our cruise. The crew still has some final preparations to make before we depart, so please just enjoy the atmosphere. I must be the ship's captain, no question. How can you tell, miss? Oh, I just can. Guts again.
Perhaps it was deliberate.
I don't think you're far off there, Catriel. Oh, do you think so too? His composed demeanor, his uniform, the fact that he's addressed to passengers, yes, I'd say there's a very high probability that he is the captain of this vessel. So you're like me, Emiliana, you think he's the captain as well. You simply guessed. I, on the other hand, use my profiling skills to arrive at the truth through logic and reasoning. I'm not like you at all. Oh, you two, he's coming over, look. Welcome aboard the Thermotanic. I'm the captain of this vessel, Midas Pullman. I hope you enjoy your cruise. The weather forecast is for low winds and no rain, so you should be in for a treat. I knew you were the captain. Yes, we're very much looking forward to this, Captain Pullman, thank you. I'll say, this ship of yours is really very swish, isn't it? You like her, do you? Yes, she's small as cruise ships go, but plenty big enough to be comfortable. She doesn't seem small to me at all. Is that so? Well, put her alongside some of the grander ships, and you'd soon change your mind, sir. The ship I captained before this one, for example, was a Goliath by comparison. Gosh, you've captained larger vessels? Amazing! You can't judge a ship by its size alone, though. It's certainly not a case of the bigger the better. The greatest cruise ships are the ones that give their passengers the smoothest and most enjoyable ride. Well, that's jolly sound logic, yes. So I'd just like to go over our itinerary, if I may. If we set off, we'll head downriver towards the sea and out into the open waters. Once we're a little way offshore, we'll let the party get into full swing, and then tomorrow we'll head back up the river to land again.
It's not just about the size, but the technique as well.
God damn you. Gosh, it sounds jolly romantic, doesn't it? A dinner party on a cruise ship in the open waters of the sea, gazing back to the shore. Sounds wonderful, yes. Dinner on such a luxury ship is bound to be absolutely mouth-watering. I think I can see drool. Well, we should be ready to depart any moment now, so I wish you all a very enjoyable cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Ships don't go sideways, what the fuck? Oh boy. We're off at last. I'm sure this is going to be quite an adventure. I have a feeling something's going to happen.
Temps.
When you say you've got a feeling something's gonna happen, that usually means a case. No, don't, Inspector. This is supposed to be a break from work for me. Yeah, you and me both. Let's hope we can stay off duty, eh, Perfetti? Yeah, let's all just enjoy the cruise. My suitcase is the only case I need. Excuse me, Miss Catriel Layton, I believe. I'm here for a case. Inspector Hastings and Miss Perfetti from Scotland Yard, if I'm not mistaken. Madame Dublé told me that she had sent you invitations for this little cruise. Ah, yes, you're one of the 7 dragons, aren't you? I remember seeing you at the premiere of No Sup for Love at the Savoy. Yes, indeed, miss. I'm Mustafa Fullhold, the owner of this ship. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Perhaps you have heard of my shipbuilding business here in London? Bountiful Holdings, it is called. Bountiful Holdings? Bountiful Holdings. Colonel, what's that? It's the UK's #1 shipbuilding and shipping company, Catriel. According to Companies House, profit in recent years has derived as much from marine transportation as shipbuilding. And the company's shareholder report indicates new investment in passenger shipping. I believe the objective is to reclaim some of the business lost to the motor and airline industries in recent years. Aha, you're very well informed, Miss Perfetti. Yes, in fact, this affordable luxury cruise ship was one of my own ideas. One cannot tread water in business. One must always seek new horizons. Think of new ideas. In the past, I've taken no prisoners when I was making a name for myself. Many of my rivals wept because of me. But every man is the smith of his own fortune. A dog-eat-dog world, as they say. Why does he have spikes on his head? That's weird. No doubt an eminent detective such as yourself understands what I'm talking about, no? I try not to eat my dog. So people apparently gain eminence through sheer good luck. Well, it is uncommon for Madame Dublé to compliment anyone. She tells me you have an incredible mind. I'd like to see that mind in action, if you will indulge me. Here we go again. Yeah, puzzle shit. When the whistle is blown, the sailors with flags down will raise them, and those with flags up will lower them. You need to get all of the sailors to have their flags raised by making exactly 5 commands. Slide the whistle to display where your command will apply, and place a circle over the sailors you are addressing. You cannot place it in a location containing no sailors. Okay. All of them raised. So... oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. trying to figure out what exactly the reach is of this stuff. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just experimenting. See what I can do. Yeah, this isn't gonna work out. I'm assuming if I can't get all of them with their stuff raised in at once at the beginning, so not knowing exactly where the boundaries are for things is making this more difficult than it should be, really. Ah, come on. I already fucked this up, I think. Maybe not. This is more a question of precision than of thinking, really.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Which I think defeats the point of a puzzle, but whatever. Ah, I see it as all true. These rumors I hear of your extraordinary talent. Thanks. If you ever find yourself in a fix, please do come and ring my bell. Fixes do not trouble me, Miss Layton, but I will certainly remember your name. So, I wish you all the most enjoyable voyage.
Better than a trick puzzle.
I guess. Mr. Fullhold, forgive the interruption. The steward informs me they're ready to begin the party. Ah, thank you, Midas. We're in open waters already. Yes, sir. The Thamatanic is a very speedy vessel, as you know. Not perhaps in the same league as the SS Midas touched that you captained before, but I hope you're satisfied with her. Absolutely, Mr. Fullhold. She handles like a dream. So, my friends, it seems the party is underway. Please make your way to the Grand Lounge. Let us celebrate this maiden voyage in style. Party, miss. This is so jolly exciting, isn't it? I can't wait to see what it's like. Let's go straight there now. I say, what a feast! Ooh, I don't even know where to look. Every dish looks absolutely delicious. Though my nonna might not have agreed, there's more to life than food, you know, you two? Just look at the decor in here. That golden statue over there is magnificent, isn't it? Just smell it. Catriel, are you even listening to me? Oh, here we go. I think he's going to announce the start of the party. Ladies and gentlemen, my esteemed guests, may I thank you personally for joining me on the maiden voyage of this magnificent ship, the Thamatanic. As you know, she is the first of a new line of affordable but luxury cruise ships to be manufactured by Bountiful Holdings. So please, drink, feast, live for this evening like kings and queens. Later, we have some entertainment planned for your enjoyment. A game where we shall see on whom the goddess of fortune is smiling tonight. let the party begin. Bess, what do you want to try first? Let me show you my love for you by getting you a plate. Oh, Benji, you're just the sweetest, but I don't know where to start. Oh, dearie me, what a party. Wait till I tell Maud and Enid about this. Certainly an impressive party. I'm sure all the well-to-do Londoners are here feel very at home. Well, it's not the kind of bash I'm normally invited to, but I could get used to this. In fact, I might even surprise the better off with it one time. Thoughts? What's the matter with you, Catriel? Why have you gone quiet all of a sudden? Oh, no reason. I mean, I don't mind if everyone just wants to chat instead. We're going to get some of that scrumptious, oh, so eat me now, scarce food. Huh, typical. Allora, let's go have a look around the shop. Yes, let's go look at the dishes and the platters and the salvers and perhaps just glance at something other than food as well, maybe. Do it, though. I hope you're all enjoying the party. Take your time, we have all night. Aha, you're enjoying yourself, I hope. We have a very special surprise arranged for later. We'll have to wait and see what it is. Is it just because I'm so small that that thing looks so huge? No, it's enormous. I wonder how many meters tall it is. Certainly it's modeled on a mythical goddess. Clearly. Anyway, it's very ornate. It must have been a real labor of love to produce. I would think so, as a work of art is exquisite, and the fact that it's made of solid gold makes it all the more impressive. What the fuck? Why would you ever do that? It's just stupid. You mean it's not just gilt? Gilt? When it belongs to one of the 7 dragons? Ernest, please. Ernest, pulls. I'm sure Mr. Fullhold wouldn't dream of using a gold-plated statue as the centerpiece of his new ship. Why not? Like, using a full gold statue this tall is not a very good idea. Golly, I'm flabbergasted. Such an enormous statue made of solid gold. It's out of this world.
Solid gold statues are all the rage these days.
It's gonna get stolen, isn't it? That's gonna be the thing of this. That's gonna be the thing of this. So now what? Not gonna read all that flavor text. Didn't I already look at that? Oh, I need to look at it again. The way the gold reflects the light is dazzling, isn't it? The statue has wonderful composition as well.
Somebody is gonna
Or
bump
not.
into it and leave an imprint.
Crane... What the fuck am I supposed to look at? Pineapples. It really is a most spiffing spread, isn't it? I've never even seen some of these dishes before. We're going to tackle this tiered tower of dishes from the bottom up. You have to be methodical, I think. Oh yes, I agree, miss. Such a marvelous spread makes me want to sample a little of everything, doesn't it? Is this round ball at the top some exotic cuisine as well, do you think?
Let's see how many puzzles you find before the story continues.
Hopefully none. No, I think it's just a decoration, isn't it? Oh really? What a shame. I was looking forward to finding out what it tasted like. And you'll be waiting to eat the china next. I think there's even a special dish laid on for you, Cheryl. You have my attention. Madame Dublé thinks of everything, doesn't she? It's funny. She doesn't strike you as someone likely to notice the smaller details. Ooh. She'll strike you for making a comment like that. Oh, I've just noticed a jelly beside my nemesis tower over there. There's always another distraction, isn't there? It's impossible to know where to start. Esteemed guests, beautiful ladies and charming gentlemen, as part of our lavish entertainment for you tonight, I've devised a little game for you to play. Ooh, this sounds jolly exciting, doesn't it? Before I explain to you the rules of the game, let me inform you of the sumptuous prize. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is the gold statue of the goddess. The statue? The solid gold statue? That is correct, Miss Layton. It is the gold statue of the goddess that I will be giving away a bidding slip for. A bidding slip? I'm sure no one will want to pass up the opportunity to bid on this magnificent work of art. Dear me, auctioning that unbelievable statue, Mr. Fullhole will be the talk of the town. Oh, Benji, doesn't it sound exciting? We have to take part. Definitely, I'll do everything I can to win it. Well, everyone certainly seems excited by the idea. And you're not, Cat? Aren't you going to give it a shot? I don't think so. I mean, the prize is just a bidding slip. It's not the statue itself, is it? You do realize, Catriel, that a statue of that size made of solid gold is practically priceless? If it were to be put up for auction, people would be falling over themselves to be invited to bid. In other words, a bidding slip alone is going to be worth a very large sum of money. Oh, really? Well, perhaps I could join in. I don't want to be a party pooper. Oh, you're taking part now, are you? I can't keep up. Sounds like fun, whatever the prize might be. I don't pretend I'm not interested, but I would like to know the rules before I agree to take part. Well, Perfetti, I think you're in luck. Looks like our host is about to fill us in. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you the rules of the game. Concealed on this very ship are 4 angel statues. These you must find. It is a treasure hunt, you see. Myself and Captain Pullman will lead you to the approximate locations of each angel statue in turn. The treasure hunt will take you all around this magnificent new vessel as you search high and low for the angels. So, to the first of the angel locations, the heart of the Thamatanic, the engine room. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me. Hunting for angels in order to win the goddess. Mr. Fullhole has a wonderful sense of style, doesn't he? I say, this promises to be rather fun. A policeman, a private detective, and a criminal analyst all competing against each other. 3 professionals in the field of treasure hunting. I think it's safe to say that one of the 3 of you will be claiming that bidding slip. Gosh, you all look rather fierce all of a sudden. Stand aside, ladies. Hunting out a few statues will be a walk in the park after the sort of cases I usually get tangled up in. Just a minute, Inspector. Private detectives like me are forever hunting a treasure. I mean, really, if I had £1 for every pirate that's walked through my door, I'll find those statues in no time. I think you find that I outstrip both of you when it comes to locating things. A simple analysis of the criminal, in this case the hider of the angel statues, will lead me straight to their location. Nice to see the pack pulling together. This little game certainly seems to have roused some competitive instincts. Haha, this is fun. Each of us is sure we're a better treasure hunter. So let's find out who's right. Whoever finds the 4 angel statues is the winner. I think that's the point, Catriel. You're on, Cat. I got some little grey cells of my own I can call on when I want to, you know? Doesn't have to be a dog-eat-dog disaster. Wouldn't you be better off working together? Cheryl, there are only 3 possible outcomes in this scenario. The first, someone other than one of us 3 wins the prize. The second, one of the other 2, in other words, Inspector Hastings or Emiliano wins the prize. And the third, I find all 4 angel statues and walk away with the bidding slip for the Golden Goddess. The most likely of those 3 outcomes is the third. Or to put it another way, I'm going to win. Of course, what am I worrying about? It'll all go your way. So, the gauntlet has been cast down. To the engine room! Well, she's certainly, greedy, I guess. Unexpected flawed character traits. Ah, shit. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of my latest vessel, the engine room of the Thamatanic. Somewhere within this room,
trait I can relate to.
The first of the angel statues is hidden. Which of you can find it? Oh no, there are pipes all over the place. Are we going to find a little angel statue in here? This is the worst. Don't worry, Bess. If you work together, there's nothing we can't do. Oh, Benji, you're just a big disgrace. Dearie dear me, an angel statue hidden in here somewhere? Well, I'll do my best. Blimey, there's a lot of machinery down here, eh? Beats me what any of it does, mind you. Trips are outside of my area of expertise, too. I should have studied more before coming on the cruise. Oh, this looks all very interesting. Is that a speaking tube at the other end there? Hey, pause off unless you're told otherwise. Ah, and there's a switch just above it. I wonder what it does. Hey, I said pause off. Curiosity is something someone with your name should be messing with. Ah, that switch is used to operate the crane for loading and unloading large cargo. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have touched it without permission. No harm done, Miss Layton. Now it looks like Mr. Fullhold is all set to start the game. I wonder how that's going to be used later in the story. If you're all ready now, ladies and gentlemen, let the game begin. You're free to explore the engine room to your heart's content. As long as you do not slow us down, of course. So, I invite you to locate the angel statue. Oh, goodness gracious. Hint coin. Does the hint coin count? Does that one count? What? I don't believe it. What's this? Whatever is the matter, Inspector? Look, puzzle. Right here by this ladder. A puzzle. That's what all that fuss was about. Puzzles are always something to get excited about, Churl. Besides, we can watch the Inspector solving it. Oh boy. Help the robber escape from the cops. Don't worry, he's a good guy, really. He has to reach his getaway chopper on the roof by climbing the ladders. Each floor of the building contains only one safe ladder. There are only two safe ladders on the right side of the building. The ladder on the top floor must be approached from the right.
Puzzles are always something to get excited about.
Using this information, touch one ladder on each floor to plan an escape route. Remember, the robber can't pass a cop or he'll be nicked. So what? Only one safe. There are only two safe ladders on the right side of the building. Okay. And the ladder on the top floor must be approached from the right. So... that one. Ah, wait, no, wait. From the right, so... no. What? No, it has to be this one then. Never mind, I'm a fucking idiot. Only two safe ladders on the left side. Wait, no, on the right side. Never mind. So, I don't think that's enough information to really solve it, is it? Because I don't know what the other one on the right side is. Because you could approach either one of these from the right side.
You keep confusing left and right quite often. I do that a lot too.
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't see how this is supposed to work out. Well, whatever.
Blimey, this is hard work.
Nope.
Maybe I'm in a bit over my head here.
I don't get this. because...
But anyways, floor 3 has to be on the right side. So floor 2 cannot be on the left side.
Oh, because the
and
cup
that's
in
all of
the
the
middle.
right side ladders available.
Right. I see. I didn't see the cup in the middle there, so that explains that. Okay. Right.
Get those little grey cells engaged?
Or not. What?
Maybe I'm in a bit over my head here.
What?
But it's even animated.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Huh? I don't get it. What?
Weird, this looks correct to me.
Yeah. What? And I mean, we tried this, which is the only other logical combination of things. What the fuck is this shit? According to the solution, this is it. Or not? Wait, what? No, this is a different one. What the fuck? No, hold on. This is 101, isn't it? Where is it? Huh?
Oh, it's a translation error. It was supposed to say that you approach the top ladder moving right ways.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Get those little grey cells engaged? The
Wow.
pieces just fell into place somehow.
That is such ass. The game has somehow reached even higher levels of stupid bullshit. I'm amazed. So he solved the puzzle by looking it up because it was fucked up. Wow. Don't be mean, Cheryl. Look how happy it's made him. God damn it, this is another fucking puzzle. It's very hard hunting at a tiny little statue with the mess of machinery and pot working here, isn't it? But my instincts are telling me this panel here with all the switches on is hiding something. Alright, so I'll just... Ugh. Nine chests are hidden in a cave. 3 of the 9 treasure chests contain a jewel. Touch the switches between the chests to switch on the lights and reveal a number that tells you the number of jewels contained in the surrounding chests. Where are the jewels hiding? Touch a chest if you think there is a jewel inside. To deselect, touch it again. Wait, what? The 9 treasure, huh? Oh, in the surrounding chests. Okay, so it's basically kind of like Minesweeper and stuff. There's 2 here, 1 here, 1 there, and 2 there. Okay. Ah, dear God. 3 of the 9 trash. Okay. So center one pretty much has to be, right? So that leaves 1 here. Wait, I thought that said 3 at the first. Okay. And so it has to be this, right? Yeah.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
Hooray. We did it. Haha, I found something. Ah, it's the angel statue. What a devious hiding place. Oh, brava, Miss Layton. Well, you know, for a detective like me, it's really just a matter of going through the motions and... You want to go through them a bit faster, Cat. That was a piece of cake, wasn't it? Obviously, I also located the statue. Hardly worth the profiling at all, that was. Seems some of the other guests managed to find the statue as well, miss. Clearly, if everyone managed to find it, the hiding place was too easy. Good, I see that you have all managed to locate the first of the angel statues. But don't let complacency take hold of you. That was a gentle introduction, shall we say? As you're all here in the engine room, perhaps you will indulge us and allow Captain Pullman to tell you a little about his magnificent new vessel. Oh, my instincts are telling me that this is going to be long and boring, for once your gut and mine are singing the same tune. Well, as I'm sure you all agree, the Thamatanic is a fine-looking vessel. As I'm not to explain, her guts are equally impressive. The engineer has enough horses to give the container ship a run for its money. Actually, she's even more powerful than your average cargo carrier. She's just sticking along at a comfortable pace at the moment, but to give you people a smooth ride. If I were to open her up, she could really fly. There's not another ship on the Thames that can match her capabilities. I think he's nearly done. My eyelids are starting to droop. Well, it's a rather spiffing ship, miss. I'm not surprised he wants to sing its praises. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Midas. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that has given you a taste of the superiority of this vessel. We're in a new age of shipping now, and these modern vessels are a world apart from their aged ancestors. The Thamatanic heralds a new dawn. It's only the first of many new passenger craft that I plan to commission. But forgive me, you're all eager to continue the games, I think. Please, let us return to the Grand Lounge.
Wouldn't it be really loud in an engine room like that?
It would, yes. Also really hot, since they seem to be running steam. And the statue is gone. See, I was right. Told you, dog. Benji, that was so hard. The angel statue was written really well, wasn't it? Oh, is something different in here? It feels even bigger than before.
The granny stole the statue.
I think you're right. Yes, you are right. You're always right, Bess. Well, this angel statue hunt is very naughty, isn't it? But hiding a ship for this statue... But bidding a slip for that statue... Another price to tell everyone about. Oh, where is the golden goddess, though? Follow overboard. The golden goddess is gone? Gone? Where's the statue? Where's my golden goddess? Where? Such a lust for revenge. Whoo! Someone has stolen it. I don't believe this. When the perpetrator of this terrible act is found, he will wish he never crossed Mustafa Fullhold. Hold your horses now, it's been nicked. That whopping great thing. Oh dear, Mr. Fullhold is fuming. Of course he is, that statue is practically priceless. Wait a minute though, if the statue's been stolen, what will become of my bidding slip? You haven't won it yet, Catriel. Well, all I can say is someone's got a bloomin' nerve carrying out a theft right under my nose like this. Cat, Freddy, it's up to us to find whoever did this. Well, we certainly can't ignore it. It'll be the theft of the century, given how valuable that statue must be. So now we're searching for the goddess statue itself instead of angels. What fun. I've had the crew search the ship, Mr. Fullhold, but there's no sign of the statue anywhere. Someone melted it down or some stupid shit like that. This is madness! The statue is enormous! How could someone possibly have hidden it that we cannot find again? It's a terrible crime. I'll go straight to the bridge and radio back to the shore to let them know what's happened. Yes, thank you, Midas. But there is nothing to be done from the shore. I don't understand this. Don't you worry, Mr. Fullhold. We'll catch the crook that did this, you mark my words. Yes, of course. I was forgetting about the profession of some of our guests. And you find my statue, and you find the person responsible for this brazen criminal act. Whatever it takes. Use persuasion if you need to. I mean, use the occasion of, being on this vessel to, find the criminal. And then fuck him up! We will, Mr. Fullhold. Any mystery solved. That's my motto. If you don't mind, Mr. Fullhold, could you please ensure no other guests enter the lounge area from now on, so that nothing is disturbed at the scene of the crime? Of course, if it will help your investigation, I will inform our guests that they must not enter. This is an unprecedented disaster from a new vessel's maiden voyage. I'm only thankful that you're on board. Please, find the fucking thing. Golly, what a turn up for the books. The theft of a solid gold statue like that is a big case. What I want to know is, how did anyone manage to make off with something so big and heavy without being seen? It's almost unbelievable, but it happened, and we have to find out now. Was the statue not made out of gold, but instead made out of butter or some shit?
Inspectore Coloiso on de case.
Right then, let's get this investigation underway. I think we should begin by making a formal statement from Mr. Fullhold. Oh, this swine that's taking my statue. Or someone else's, I wouldn't give a shit.
It was made out of chocolate and somebody ate it.
Mr. Fullhold, it was, what's her name, the fat lady. That explains why she's so round. Mr. Fullhold, could we have a word, please? Naturally, if it will help track down this scoundrel. When we went to the engine room to start the angel statue treasure hunt, were any other guests left behind in the lounge? No, I believe all the guests were taking part in the game. When we went together to the engine room, there should have been no one remaining in the lounge. I'd say we were in the engine room for about 15 minutes, wouldn't you? Was the statue light enough to be removed in such a short space of time? Miss Layton, the goddess statue is made of solid gold. It weighs approximately 4 tons. 4 tons? On earth did you ever manage to get it inside the lounge in the first place? That mechanic is equipped with a very sophisticated crane, Miss Perfetti. That was a simple task. And it seems probable that the culprit used the same method to remove the statue, doesn't it? Could anybody operate the crane, Mr. Fullhold? No, I don't think so. It's not so easy to control. But I don't know the details. You must ask Captain Pullman. I see. We'll need to talk about him now, I think. I should find him on the bridge. Let's make our way to the bridge. I say, it's rather wonderful being on the bridge and seeing where the captain controls this magnificent ship from.
Machinery difficult to control rather than locking it.
Yeah. Just look at that view over the sea. There's the captain over there. We're very sorry to disturb you like this, Captain Pullman, but we'd like to ask you a few questions, if we may. Did you manage to radio ashore, Captain Pullman? Yes, I've just finished relaying the message. Set a course back to the wharf. Obviously the party can't go on now. If there's anything I can do to help with the investigation, please don't hesitate to ask. I told the crew to assist in any way possible as well. If you want to ask them any questions, feel free. Thank you very much. We'd actually like to ask you about the crane. Ah, yes, the one next to the lounge, you mean? Yes, Mr. Fullhold informs us that only a trained operator will be able to use it. Is that right? Exactly. For starters, they need a key for me. And there's no spare either. I have the only one. The captain has full responsibility for the vessel, you see. Even the owner couldn't operate the crane without my consent. I see. So everything has to go through you, Captain. Yes, and Mr. Fullhold is well aware of that, naturally. When he appointed me as captain, he entrusted the Thamatanic in her entirety to me. In other words, Mr. Fullhold obviously has a great deal of faith in you. He's got salt water in his blood, that man, just like me, and he loves this vessel dearly. I know he's a hard-nosed businessman, and not everyone likes the man, but that's just one side of him. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, he has a good heart. When my old company went under, not only did he take me on, but he took on all my crew as well. As a result, we've all still got jobs, and jobs that we enjoy. He's a great man, he really is. It was incredibly good of him to rescue all of you from unemployment like that. That's the Seven Dragons for you. They can do things like that. Yes, like I said, he's a great man. I'll always be indebted to him. I see. Well, thank you very much for your time. You didn't really tell us much about anything we wanted to actually know, but sure. Man, this case is taking its time. Excuse me, could we ask you a few questions, please? Alright, you're the ones investigating the theft of the goddess statue, are you? Sure, what do you want to know? I'm Abel, by the way, Abel Seaman. During the time when the theft must have taken place...
Your life story really helped us out.
Captain Pullman was with guests in the engine room. Who was driving the ship while he was away? Not be me, although it's really just a case of checking that she's staying on course. There's no place here on the bridge when the theft occurred, then. Yeah, what? And who operated the crane when the statue was loaded onto the ship in the first place? That'd be me as well, why? Ah, so you know how to operate it, do you, Mr. Seaman? Can a crane be used at any time? No, not at all. Most of the time it's not switched on to conserve power. Before you operate it, you have to flick the master switch in the engine room. If that switch is off, the crane won't do anything. The master switch in the engine room, eh? Well, looks like there's quite a procedure to get that crane up and running then. Yeah, there is. No one could have made use of it without planning it first. Dots. What's up, Profetti? You onto something? Perhaps. I'm thinking about motive. Motive? Blimey, I thought you were the brains around here. Why does anyone steal gold, eh? For money? Yes, usually I agree, but let's not forget that the statue was a matter of pride for Mr. Fullhold. So, what's your point? My point is, perhaps the motive wasn't money, but malice. Revenge, maybe. Mr. Fullhold has made a number of enemies over the years as he's built up his business. It isn't impossible that the culprit stole the statue as a way of getting back at him for something. Could have a point there. So what do you think? Talk to Fullhold again? First, there's something else we need to examine. What's that mean, Cat? The switch in the engine room. The crane can't be operated unless that switch is on, remember? When we were in the engine room before looking for the little angel, the switch was off, I believe. Okay, so here's my prediction. My prediction is that all of the crew is in on it. And the reason is because, you know, the captain just told us that Fullhold fucking bought them all out or something. I'm like, my idea is that they're only saying that they're happy about it to cover their asses, but maybe that's too sophisticated for this game, who knows. Might be something much dumber than that. Can't say I remember. Is off, yes. I remember because Catriel tried to touch it, before the captain told her off, that is. Oh yeah, of course, now I remember. I think we should go back to the engine room and have another look at that switch. Alright then, let's go. Oh, hello. What are you lot doing down here, then? I'm sorry to disturb you, but we're investigating the stolen goddess statue, you see. You're a ship's engineer, aren't you? That's right, me lovely. Declan Swabber's the name. Don't let me stop you. You go ahead and investigate. Oh, he's gone back to his work. Well, he said we could investigate, so let's investigate.
And if you lift something that heavy on a small boat like that, the entire ship would tilt noticeably.
So this is the switch that turns on the power to the crane by the Grand Lounge, is it? Yes, according to Mr. Seaman, if this is off, the crane can't be used. Well, we were all in the engine room here looking for the angel figurine at the time the goddess statue was taken. The switch was definitely off then. Just as it's still off now. But if the crane was used, the switch must have been flipped. Yeah, by who? That's the question. Well, we know it's somebody on board, at least. Do you know that? Maybe it was aliens. Ever thought of that, Cat? Huh? You fucking idiot, huh? Ever thought of that? Just a quick question for you, Mr. Swabber. How many people on this ship know how to use the crane? Well, there's a question. The navigation officer, for one. Of course, the captain was a Navy once, so he knows. But most of the time, it's his old Abel who does it. Him being the Navy now and all. I see. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's gonna be someone on the bridge who does it. That's where the controls are. And Abel's got that kind of finicky mind anyways. You gotta have your head screwed on to make them gird heavy things around. To move them gird heavy things around. Well, thank you, Mr. Schwaber. So, putting together everything we've learned so far. That's it! Inspector, you've worked something out, have you? I have, Cat. I'll fill you in, but first let's find somewhere we won't be overheard. How about the deck? What have you managed to deduce? Whatever it is, it's gonna be wrong. Let's go on deck and hear the inspector's theory. Why would the deck be the one thing where you're not overheard? I would assume that would be the room, not like the deck where people can be whatever. So, Inspector, what is it? I figured it out. I pecked the culprit. Really? Even though Catriel and I haven't made our deductions yet. Alright, Perfetti, enough of your cheek. I do crack cases from time to time, you know. So, what I've deduced is that the guilty party must be... yeah? Ship's navigator, Abel Seaman. The man we spoke to on the bridge? Yeah, him. Seaman was on the bridge when the crane controls are when the statue was taken. To put it another way, there is no one else who could have used the crane at the time in question, so he's our man. Well, he did admit to being on the bridge at the right time. It is true that the crane does need to be operated from the bridge, which is why it had to be him. Unfortunately, there's more to operating the crane though, isn't there? Huh? First of all, Captain Pullman told us that you need a key, which only he has. And second of all, the power switch in the engine room has to be in the on position, and the bridge is on the topmost level of the ship, whilst the engine room is right down at the bottom. It takes a fair amount of time to get between them. Even running to the engine room and back to switch on the power to the crane wouldn't leave enough time left over from the 15 minutes to actually use the crane for anything. Like, another reason why I'm thinking that what I thought before is because the ship dude took his fucking sweet ass time talking about the engine and everything, which is probably used to stall for time. But whatever. But how else could that whooping great statue have been moved? That's the point, isn't it? You have to be on the bridge to operate the crane. If you can't get to the engine room back again in time when the window we're looking at, and that's where the power switch is. Say nothing of the key that's required according to Captain Pullman. Well, it was nicked somehow. I'm beginning to think there's something a little different about this case. What's that supposed to mean? I think if we're going to solve this, Inspector, it's a case of all hands on deck.
So what? There's some elaborate plot going on here behind the scenes? Is that what you're saying, Cat?
It's evident that the criminal is both extremely intelligent and a level-headed decision-maker. It can't possibly be him.
You're right. Level-headed, intelligent, an expert, in fact, on everything about this ship.
Well, if Simon didn't do it, then who did? So you've brought us all out here on deck to tell us that you made an illogical deduction? Oi, watch it, Perfetti. I don't see you coming up with anything better. I just haven't built up a full profile of the culprit yet, and it doesn't make any sense. Now, you two, no squabbling. I have a cunning plan. Oh? I'm not sure I want to hear it, do I? Oh, yes, you do. My cunning plan is this. We redo the angel figurine treasure hunt. What's cunning about that? What are you open to achieve? Catriel, this is hardly the time for more games. Just hear me out. There's a very good reason for me suggesting it. Remember when the theft happened, we were already underway on the cruise. Which means that at this very moment, the culprit is still on board. You can't be sure of that. What if the blackguard did that jumped ship and got onto another vessel or something? No, I'm confident that didn't happen. Immediately after we discovered the statue was missing, I looked all around us for other ships just to be sure. I didn't see anything nearby at all, and there were no missing lifeboats either. I see. Alright then, let's assume the culprit is still on board. I think that's very likely. However, I don't imagine the culprit expected a police officer and a private detective would be on board. If whoever did this sees that we're already investigating, they might try to destroy some valuable evidence. But if we're seen to be playing the treasure hunt game again, what message does that convey? We're certainly not investigating very thoroughly. Exactly. We're dealing with a particularly cool and collected criminal here. Need to get whoever it is to lower the guard if we're going to catch them out. Right, so we should go and ask Fullhold to organize the games again, you think? Yes, let's do that. What you said does make sense, but still, are you sure this isn't just your way of trying to get your hands on that bidding slip? Of course not. I mean, if I happen to win the bidding slip, I'm not saying I wouldn't be nice, but... Hello, and you admit it, I knew that was the real reason. Hello, my friends. How's the investigation progressing? Have you identified the scoundrel who did this? Mr. Fullhold, perfect timing. My favor to ask you, would you be kind enough to organize the treasure hunt game again? The game? Well, what is the point? The goddess statue is gone. Without the statue, the game is meaningless. Not to worry, sir. It's Miss Layton's cunning plan, you see. It's all part of a ruse to find the missing statue. Cunning plan, you say? That's right. I'm sure you will locate the statue, so if we could just get the game started again. You might know I'm a fan of cunning plans, Miss Layton. The more cunning, the better. I see you have a sense of adventure, as do I. Very well. I'll summon the guests and we'll play the game again. Anyway, it won't be ashamed to waste the entertainment I prepare for you all. Thank you, Mr. Fullhold. That's wonderful. So, let us waste no time. Come with me to where the next angel figurine is hidden. Let me see. I think we'll go to my cabin. Your cabin? As the owner of this vessel, I have the pleasure of staying in the deluxe first class accommodation. Gosh, deluxe and first class. Sounds wizard. My intention for this angel figurines treasure hunt was to showcase my latest collection to my guests. The first class accommodation is a sight I wish you all to behold. So come. Okay. Here it is, the most exclusive of the cabins that the Thamatanic has to offer. I say, it's gigantic, and the view makes where we're sleeping look like a kennel. It's so spacious and so well appointed, first class in every way. It is a unique appeal of the Thamatanic, the height of luxury, but without a prohibitive price tag. Now, somewhere concealed in this cabin is another angel figurine. Find her. Alright, Angel, time to track you down. Just before I do... Inspector Hastings, Emiliana, a quick word, please. What's up, Cat? I thought this was the plan. It is, but while we're looking for the angel, let's also snoop around in here a little. You what? Shh, not so loud. We don't want Mr. Fullhold to overhear. Sorry, alright, I'll catch your drift. This was the idea, was it? Pretend we're just playing this game and we're really hunting for clues. It's a good way to avoid arousing suspicions, I agree. Exactly. This treasure hunt game is the perfect cover for us. And if I find the angels, I'll also get that bidding slip. You care more about that than the case. Well, let's start scouring this cabin then, shall we? Boy. Hold on for a sec. Apparently there's 8 cases, by the way. Give me a second. Okay. Funny place for a map, this. It's a nautical chart, sure. Don't be picky, Ernest. It's a map of the sea. Strange that it's in here, though. I never expected a cabin like this to have paintings and portraits, not charts. I'm afraid that is my doing. I love the sea, you see, and all things related to it. It is the reason I established my shipping company in the first place. I see. Yes, I do understand. The sea is so romantic. Romantic, alluring, mysterious, powerful. I enjoy my business ventures, but the sea is my true love. It is my dream to make Bountiful Holdings the largest shipping company in the world. But if I succeed, I have another dream, a bigger one. I'll live out the rest of my days as a hunter of treasure, risking life and limb on the high seas. Gosh, that sounds rather spiffing. There's countless treasure concealed under waves, sleeping on the seabed, waiting to be found. You're clearly a very passionate man, Mr. Fold. I'm sure you're right. There must be a lot of undiscovered treasure at the bottom of the oceans. Oh, this map moves, look. Whoops, what? You've come by a treasure map, which shows various islands with different ruins on them. The treasure is located in the middle of the equilateral triangle that is connecting 3 islands that each contain different shaped ruins. Touch the 3 islands that show where the treasure is located to give your answer. Okay. I see. Equilateral, huh? That's odd. Because these two severely limit which ones you can use. Is that equilateral? I think so, right?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Yeah.
Puzzles are made for solving.
We did it. Oh, well done, miss. You found it. Aha, the angel figurine. So this is where it was hiding. Yes, my congratulations, Miss Layton. Brilliant. So, allow me to take you to the next treasure hunt location, the bridge. Bridge again? Weren't we just there to talk to the captain? Seriously, my dogs are barking here. I had no idea there was an angel figurine hidden there now. Well, let's go back to the bridge and find it. Ah, hello everyone, what can I do for you? I presume the treasure hunt game meet us? Oh, I see. Well, I suppose the guests need a way to pass the time until we're at the wharf again. It's going to take quite a bit of time to get back. Well, keep her steady, Captain, and let's give our guests a fair chance to find the angel. We can't wait. So this is the nerve center of the ship, from where the captain steers us through the water, and the third angel figurine is concealed somewhere inside this room. Wish you luck in finding it. I wonder where it's going to be this time. It's bound to some unlikely places. Let's find them. Speaking tubes. Aren't these the speaking tubes? There's machinery and instruments all over the place, but just here it seems especially chock-a-block. I smell a rat. Your nose really doesn't work, does it, Cheryl? We're looking for an angel, not a rat. But I think this could be the place. These are more speaking tubes, aren't they? They should be empty to allow the sound of your voice to travel through them. Control the knight and the princess at the same time so they both reach the exit. Touch the control arrows to move them both one square in that direction. If there's a wall or obstacle in that direction, the affected area will not move. Okay. I see. Oh, yeah. Never mind. No, that doesn't work. There we go.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
We did it once again. I knew you could do it. Wonderful show, miss. It was nothing, really. It was all about coordinating your movements, you see, even when you're far apart. Oh look, there's an angel statue inside this tube. Haha, I thought as much. Third angel. There are an awful lot of these speaking tubes here, aren't there? You mean those trumpet things? They look like muzzle traps to me. They're called speaking tubes,
You're
Cheryl.
pretty
They're for
good
carrying
at
your voice
finding
to other
these
parts of the
really
ship, you
quick.
see. I'm looking at a guide actually, so I can speed this up. Wonder where those ends up. Those ones end up. I don't look at the guide for the puzzles though. Just where the things are, so I don't need to click all over the place.
I know.
Yeah. Good. Excuse me, Captain. Could you tell us where these speaking tubes are connected to, please? They go all over the ship. I need to be able to give orders to crew members wherever they are, you see. This goes to my cabin. This one to the deck. This one's to the engine room. Then hold. Pretty much anywhere you can think of. Gosh, how wonderfully convenient, so you need never leave the bridge.
You are pretty good at looking at the guide.
Thanks. Something like that. Speaking tubes have a long history on ships. Another wonderful performance, Miss Layton. You are magnificent in discovering the third angel. And now there's just one more to find. The Grand Lounge, I believe? Correct. You and the other guests were about to begin the hunt for that angel when we discovered the missing statue. Alright then, no time to lose. Let's go back to the Grand Lounge and uncover the ultimate angel. Fucking go in. Thank you. That's strange. Something's different here. When we came down this corridor before, I'm sure. Yes, the din from the engine is rather more noticeable than it was before, wouldn't you say? What? Sorry, I was just being a wag, but now you mention it, I think you're right. That's just because your ears need cleaning out, Cheryl. When did you last have a bath? The last time you gave me one. Talk to your mother again, Cat. Actually, Ernest was just commenting that the engine noise seems greater than it was before. Since when? Well, it seemed much quieter in the Grand Lounge when the party started. I suppose I first noticed it not long after we started looking for the goddess statue. Probably because we're heading back in at full throttle, don't you think? Captain Pullman told us the ship's engine had more to give, if you remember. Yes, but we don't appear to be moving much faster than we were before. That's true, actually. It certainly doesn't seem a lot faster when you look at the window anyway, because the train is now powered. Wonder what's causing extra noise? Yeah, who knows? Anyway, aren't we supposed to be heading back to the lounge for the final angel? Come along then, everyone. Oh, hey, we got a free clue. Alright, fine. I'll take it. Here we are then, the Grand Lounge, where the Lost Angel is hiding, and all that stands between me and that bidding slip. You can do it, miss. The sight of this lounge without the golden goddess saddens my heart. When we left from the wharf, it was such a magnificent sight to behold now. I'm quite sure we'll find your statue, Mr. Fullhold, don't you worry. Now if we don't actually look for it, Inspector. Yeah, well, where do we look then, Perfetti? Please don't feel disheartened, Mr. Fullhold. There's still hope. Yes, and now we've come this far, we must complete the exciting angel treasure hunt. That's the spirit. So if you can find the final angel somewhere in this lounge, I'll reward you with a bidding slip from the golden goddess. Not that is much of a prize at the moment. Oh dear, that's made him feel rather glum again. Why don't we throw ourselves into the treasure hunt to try and jolly him up a bit, miss? I'll have to search his tiered tower of platters in minute detail, I think. Let's start with this delicious looking chicken. It smells gorgeous. Paws off the grub. You do realize too many calories dull your brain, don't you? Oh look, there's a puzzle here on this dish. Perhaps if I solve this... There's a stone with some symbols carved into it that seem to have some kind of significance. The top part of it is missing and needs to be put back, but the pieces of stone are all in a jumble and it's not clear which one of it is. Look at the symbols on the other sides of the stone to figure out the missing one. Okay. What? Oh, I get it. I get it. It's eyes. Like, the middle one is looking up front, the left one is looking to the left, right one is looking to the right, and the upper one is looking up. There you go.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Oh, you got it right. You continuously surprise me, Catriel. That's strange. I'm not seeing the angel figurine anywhere. We'll find the other three angels as soon as we solve the puzzles. Just because you see the moon in the sky every night, my friend, it does not mean you will see it this night. No, this puzzle you just solved is only a hint about the location of the angel that is concealed in this room. No, it's a hint, is it? Well, the answer to the puzzle was that you had to look up, wasn't it? Aha! So we have to look up to find the angel, perhaps. Is it on the ceiling? Not quite that far up, I think, Cheryl. I suspect it means the top of this tower of dishes. Of course, that's the hint. Let's investigate the top tier straight away, then. And it's missing, oh no. That's disappointing. There doesn't appear to be any angel on the top of the tower of dishes there. Really? But it must be there. Actually, I remember there was a little round decoration at the top as well, but that seems to be missing now too. I remember that decoration as well, actually. The decoration is gone. No, this is a disaster. Gosh, was it a very important decoration, Mr. Fullhold? Yes. Well, no, but you see, I concealed the final angel figurine inside the decoration of which you speak. Oh no, so you mean the angel figurine is lost too? Yes. Now, not only is my precious golden goddess missing, but the final angel as well. What are you going to do, Miss Layton? Things seem to be going from bad to worse. Let's keep calm, Ernest. The angel hasn't gone missing, it's just changed location, that's all. But I did not tell anyone to move it. Someone has gone against my wishes. Let me explain, Mr. Fullhold. The final figurine was originally inside the decoration on the top tier of the Tower of Plates. Originally. The question we face is, where is it now? In fact, it's within sight of all of you, even as we speak. It is? Really, Miss Layton? Where? Where is it? Do tell us. Relax, Pinstripes. She can't wait to tell us anyway. Let me put all of you out of your misery. The final angel is... in the jelly next to the tower. In that enormous multicolored jelly? Surely not. Indeed it is, Ernest. If we examine the jelly, I have little doubt that we'll find the angel in there. Who would have thought it fell down? Oh my god. Well, Ernest, have you found it? Ugh. Oh, yeah, I got it. All around decoration, and the angel figurine is inside it. However did it end up in there, miss? Somebody moved it without my permission? Is that what you're saying, Miss Layton? Actually, no. The truth is, I think the decoration just fell from the top of the tower into the jelly. It fell, but why would that happen? Quite simply, Mr. Full, because your boat is not level. Hey, there you go, Judge, who you called it. In fact, the stern appears to be considerably lower than the bow, almost as if we're caught on something. Ship is not level. Are you sure, miss? I can't say it, I've noticed. It's not immediately obvious, especially when you've been walking around the ship as we have. And I'm quite sure there's a round decoration that it, in fact, roll off the top tier of the Tower of Dishes. But the Thermotanic is the very latest model. Everything is in perfect working order, and we are not cruising at an excessive speed. Possible reason could there be for that vessel to be pitching in such a way? Sure, there's a simple explanation, Mr. Fool. Don't worry. Now that I've found all the 4 figurines, though, I think it's time to, solve the case. Yay! We did it, we did it, I must say, it's a very clever hiding place. No one would ever think to look for the goddess statue there. Wait, huh? Are you saying you know who did it, Cat? Of course, Inspector. This mystery is history. I know who did it, and I know how they did it. Well, come on
Well
then,
done,
spill the
Echo.
beans. Who was it? Where the devil is that statue, eh? We'll explain everything as soon as everyone is gathered. Ernest, could you please? Yes, miss, at once. Oh, wait a minute, though, and there's something I need to discuss first. What are you planning now? You'll know soon enough. I'll reveal all once everything is settled.
For whom the goddess smiles. Well, she would love each and every one of us equally, of course. Yet there is someone among us who would have her all for himself. And that someone is... No, wait. I think everyone's more interested in where the goddess is rather than who is responsible for her disappearance. So...
Up. Hold it. Everyone knows it's bad guy first, then how he did it.
Yes, I should bow to my audience's wishes and explain the whereabouts of the statue first.
Hello. Dog giving advice here.
So, where is the statue, you ask? The truth is, it was stolen by someone. But I have deduced where that someone has hidden it.
Stolen?
No shit.
How could that be?
Yeah, we're talking about a 4-ton statue here. How could anyone make off with that? Even if it was possible to move it, there's no way to get it off the boat.
But there is. There's one way you could get the statue off this boat and onto dry land.
How exactly?
I'll tell you. Even as we speak, the goddess of the Thames is under the water.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about the only possible way such a statue could be moved from this boat to the shore. The statue is under the water, being dragged along by the boat as we speak. And the thief is planning to recover the statue once the party is over and we've docked at the wharf.
What a twist.
But who would
What
do
a
such a thing?
twist!
There's only one person who could have done this, and that is you. Captain Midas Pullman.
You don't get a cinematic for this? Lame.
And all of the crew have been helping you.
Hey, I called it. Wow, what a mystery.
You've taken a hallowed image,
That
bound
was
it,
so
and
difficult to
mercilessly
guess.
thrust it into the, let's face it, grim waters of the Thames estuary. It's nothing short of sacrilege. You are all guilty of anchor abuse.
Anchor abuse? On the Titanic? Unthinkable.
That's not a thing.
You
Cat.
are a
Reel it
mystery
back in
master.
now.
Yay. Oh, wait, here we go. A cinematic, I guess. Or not. Never mind. Well, how do you explain how Captain Pullman removed the statue from the lounge and into the sea, Catriel? We've already established that there were a number of conditions that had to have been met in order to use the crane for that purpose. Yes, he needed the help of the crew to make it happen. What are you saying, Cat? Well, the captain told us that there's a key required to operate the crane. Obviously, he had that himself.
Cinematic budget ran out.
But he had already given the key to the ship's navigator, Abel Seaman.
We already had a 30-second cinematic before.
Yeah, but for something completely pointless, so I don't know. When the incident took place, Seaman told us he was on the bridge. That's right. And from the bridge, he asked the ship's engineer, Declan Swabber, to turn on the power to the crane in the engine room. Hold on a minute. We were in the engine room doing the treasure hunt at that time. Never heard anyone using that speaking tube. No, you didn't. Because you weren't supposed to. Huh? Just think back, Inspector. When you first entered the engine room, Captain Pullman gave a long and detailed account of the ship's engine, didn't he? Yeah, he was very passionate about the technology that the ship employs, so that was a deliberate distraction, you think? I do, and while we were busy listening, Mr. Seaman gave the instruction to Mr. Swabber to flip the power switch. If it hadn't happened that way, there wouldn't have been enough time for Mr. Seaman to do the deed. As soon as the crane's power was switched on, he hoisted the statue out to the lounge and over to the side of the ship. Once he finished, he'd let Mr. Swabber know using the speaker tube again. Mr. Swabber returned the power switch to the off position. And of course, it wasn't just those three involved. Every member of the crew helped to carry out this amazing heist. So they're all guilty then, a lot of them. It was an impressive piece of teamwork, I'll give them that. Yes, facilitated by the many speaking tubes running all over the ship, so everyone involved could relay important messages to each other. The covers of the speaking tube between the engine room and the bridge are usually left open, so they're in constant communication. And let's not forget that this crew has been together for a long time. They know each other inside out. Well, obviously that explains why my profiling hadn't deduced results yet. Nobody could have predicted the entire crew was involved. Yes, you could. I just wish they hadn't made their amazing teamwork skills to such nefarious use. What a waste. Well, anyway, we should be arriving at the wharf before too long. I'll ready you head to the yard and get us a welcome committee. No, here's a cinematic. Never mind.
It's all over. The case is closed. The ship's captain tried to steal the statue and the whole crew were in on it, but they didn't get away with it. It's under the vessel, boys. Fetch it out.
Sir! Under the vessel!
Winky face.
You greedy, good-for-nothing spalpeen. You're not fit to call yourself a man of the sea.
I'm not so sure.
Winking
I believe it was
face.
the captain's undying love of the sea that drove him to such lengths.
Love?
Mr. Pullman is aboard this brand new ship today because he is employed as its captain. But once upon a time, he himself owned one of the most famous luxury vessels around, the SS Midas Touch. Isn't that right?
Are you fucking kidding me? Midas Touch. God
Love
damn it.
for the sea.
Only just got that. Fucking.
did you-
God damn it.
Sadly, your business met with hard times in the economic recession, and you were forced to sell your ship and lay off
Can
all
love
of her
bloom
crew.
even on ships?
You put all your younger years into that ship, and now you want her back, don't you?
Yes, you're right. You've certainly done your homework, I'll give you that. Unbelievable. I met my late wife aboard that ship. She means everything to me.
My
I
wife.
poured my soul into her.
This crew who are conspiring with you, they're the crew from your old ship, correct?
Yes, and I knew doing a terrible thing like this would mean I wasn't worthy of her.
Anyway, so
But I
there's
just
4 more
had to
streams
get
left
her
of this
back.
game.
By fair means or foul.
So stay tuned for
Midas,
that, I guess.
Ma-
you
Marriage.
realize that I have acquired the Midas Touch through one of my brokers.
What? Really? You own her, Mr. Fullhold?
I do.
But I don't understand. I didn't think you were interested in older vessels.
No, those crusty old ships make no money. But the Midas Touch is different. She is in a class of her own. If you want a pinnacle of luxury, there is no greater boat on the water. I have decided to run 2 cruise services from now on. These more affordable ones, and a Pullman service.
Really? I don't
This
know
is,
what to say.
you know, the fucking most unrealistic fucking thing
Once
ever.
you have made amends for this little transgression,
You
I was
destroyed
thinking of
HMS
making you
Midas
captain
Touch and made me a
Midas
cyborg.
Touch.
Like,
Now
just...
I want
Fully
revenge.
refurbished, of
Can,
course.
can you fucking imagine this? You're like a fucking super rich businessman who poured like probably billions of dollars into an expensive statue to be featured on your ship, and you gave this dude who you like saved
No
his
case
entire
has a
crew.
perpetrator that was truly bad.
Like, you saved the jobs of his entire crew and stuff, and like even gave him the captaining of his newest fucking most super prototype ship, and then they fucking betray you and like try to steal your shit instead of talking to you about anything. And he's just like, yeah, nah, dude, I'm not mad at all. I want you to be I want you now to be captain of my even more expensive thingy. So this is just dumb as shit. Fuck
What
off.
do you say?
Do you mean that?
Yes. No one knows how to get the best from her. Like,
There's nothing I'd rather do.
Well, Captain Pullman, that's all worked out rather swimmingly, hasn't it?
thanks to you, Miss Layton. The business plan you produced for the Midas Touch was very impressive.
You old dog cat. You arranged all this.
Brilliant, Miss Layton. You solved the mystery and put everything right at the same time.
But
Oh,
first you
well,
need to
it's
wait in the
what I
slammer
do.
for 20 years.
Also, dragging a statue like behind your ship under the water is going to damage it pretty severely just by fucking friction of the water and stuff. God forbid that it hits anything underneath it, or you know. But whatever. This fucking dumb video games for fucking kids, for babies. I'm so upset. Like, you can write stories and entertainment for kids that isn't
And
fucking
gold isn't
stupid.
exactly the hardest of metals.
Yeah. Like, this is fucking. My parents read me the Grimm fairy tales and shit. People get murdered in that. Fuck off. Kids don't need to have everything be a fucking super unrealistic fairy tale of everything is going to be always super alright and people are only ever nice to each other kind of bullshit stuff. That... Like, I'm not trying to be edgy here or anything, it's just like, it's so surface level, so without any kind of depth, it's just superficial. It's bad. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This game has been a not what I was hoping for.
Well, thanks for stream.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and have a good night.
It's nearing midnight and everything is terrible.
Pretty much, yeah. That about sums it up. Good night.
Thank you for the streams, though.
Thank you for listening.